I'm Starla.
I'm Mik.
And we are
Our Family Plays Games. Yeah.
And welcome back.
Welcome back.
Another month.
Another month. Already February.
We're in February.
Yes.
And this month, we are celebrating Black History.
Yes.
And as you all know, Black History is American history.
Yes, it is.
And so this is the month that we celebrate and we recognize the contributions that African Americans have made in America.
Now, family, there's a lot of documentaries and information out there going all over the place. Check it out. Learn some stuff. See what's up. Because a lot of our contributions from the African American community has been either overlooked, forgotten, or just people don't know.
Yeah, they don't know.
Definitely learn some new stuff.
Yes.
Learn some new stuff.
And know that everybody in our country has made a contribution
Yes.
to make America a better place.
Yes.
But we're also going to talk about in this episode
What are we going to talk about?
the attraction.
Ooh.
Yes.
The attraction?
The attraction.
Who we attracted? Who we attracted?
What we want to talk about is what is it that attracts you to a game?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I know about you. I know one off the bat.
You may know.
I know one off the bat.
But
Yes.
we want to talk about things that make you want to pick up that game and play it.
Yes.
Is it the box? Is it the description of the game? Is it a preview that you heard? What is it that attracts you to a game?
Let's do that.
But before we get into all of this good stuff,
Oh, we got a lot.
we're going to hear a word from our sponsor,
Yes.
KTBG.
Come on, family. Let's talk about it.
Board games that bring the fun to the table. Kids Table Board Gaming has a variety of colorful, fun games like Fossilis, Wreck Raiders, Creature Comforts, and their latest release, Power Plants. These are games your family will enjoy, and they are perfect for family game night. Check out their entire catalog at kidstablebg.com.
Yes.
Table Board Game.
Yes.
What an awesome sponsor.
Awesome. Love them.
They have been with us for a long time. We appreciate them.
Yes.
And we're so happy to have them on this journey
And
with
just
us.
so glad that they are supporting what we're doing.
What we're doing.
And they have been there. And we love them.
And they have great games.
Yes, they do.
Fossilis.
Yes.
Wreck Raiders.
Yes.
And coming up next,
Woo!
Creature Comforts.
Yes.
And Power Plants.
I'm excited about Power Plants.
I'm excited about
I
Power
want to see it.
Plants.
Yes, but I'm really excited about Creature Comforts. Yes,
coming up
I'm
soon.
ready. I'm ready for it. I'm ready.
So we
All right.
appreciate you, KTBG.
Yes.
So next up is
Ask OFPG.
All right, what you got this week?
Okay, I got some stuff. I got a few questions.
All right, I'm ready.
Some kind of interesting.
Okay.
Some kind of, okay. Well, Ameritrash talk. You know, she, her and her husband are on Instagram.
Okay.
And I love them. I love all this stuff. Check them out on Instagram, y'all. That's Ameritrash. All right. So on YouTube, she asked on YouTube, what is your favorite type of cheese? Cheese.
Ooh, we like cheese.
We like cheese. We like all types of cheese.
Gosh.
Like, but it kind of goes to the food that we eating at the time.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, if I'm doing mac and cheese, I like to do a mix.
Yeah.
You know, with some Gruyere and some sharp
Yeah.
cheddar from Vermont cheddar cheese,
Yeah.
or you know, maybe a little Colby Jack or something.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I'm gonna do a sandwich or a burger, I really go to, I mean, people probably say this isn't cheese, but I go to the old American sliced processed cheese.
No. We like the stuff from Kroger, the 4
the four cheese blend, but it's still an American cheese.
Oh, yeah,
the little sliced cheese. A lot of people don't call that cheese, but
I call cheese. It's cheese.
We're American. I like it on a burger. I like it on a sandwich.
Yeah.
But if I'm doing a particular dish, I may go for some of the fancier cheeses. Like I said, the Gruyere.
We don't go too fancy. Cause like for tacos, we get that.
We get the taco blend, which has so what does it have in it? It has the cheddar and
some other
Monterey
stuff.
Jack,
and then we like that Taco Bell cheese.
Oh yes, and that's another.
Taco Bell cheese.
I don't know if all that's real cheese.
Because we question Taco Bell sometimes,
But so those are our cheeses.
All right.
Thanks for the question.
Yeah, thanks for the question.
All right, what's up next?
All right, Nick Hayes from YouTube asked, what IPs, intellectual properties, did you grow up with and still enjoy today? Because he said that Masters of the Universe was his, and he still loves it, and it's resurgence because a new one just came out not too long ago.
I can't think of any IPs. What about you? Y'all know you probably had some.
Oh, I got So he said have your IPs been turned into board games? Well, let me tell you, for me, yes, a whole bunch of them. I love Star Wars. That's now into board games. Oh,
I'm thinking about IPs that have become board games, not just.
No, he said IPs out there.
Oh, and I have a ton.
So I got Star Wars, Star Trek. Your Star Trek now, they're board games. Fallout, that's board games. Skyrim, that's gonna become a board game. I mean, just tons of my IPs.
Well, you know what? I think this is a board game, and I could be wrong.
What?
And this is gonna date me.
What?
But I actually used to love watching the A-Team.
Yes, A-Team.
And I think that is a board game.
I think it is.
But that was an IP that I thought was really interesting. I don't know. I know it was.
They need to do another game.
It was cheesy, and the remake they did was horrible.
Yes,
it was a cheesy show. Because you got this group of people riding around in a big van with a red stripe, but yet the government can never find them.
The government, and when they do find them, they can't. And then it was so crazy. They have tons of guns, firing at everybody, and nobody gets shot.
Nobody gets hurt.
Like these weird looking guns that you see are fake. Like that's not no real gun. And bullets flying all over the place. Nobody get hurt.
That was a good IP, There's a ton we could talk about, but that's the one that came to mind because for some reason I think it's a board game and I'm not sure, but that was what I knew from the 80s.
If you're going back in that time,
you go back to the 80s.
If you go back to time, I haven't seen a game about Knight Rider. David Hasselhoff. I like that man.
We're dating ourselves. We're going back.
I'm sorry. I like David.
Knight Rider.
And Knight Rider, because they have made a game about Knight Rider. I would love to see that. And also Airwolf.
Yeah.
You remember Airwolf?
Yeah. If you go over that, let's do Charlie's Angels. Let's do all of them.
I think they have a game. I haven't seen a game on that one.
I love Charlie's Angels. I hated the
Angels,
remake movie.
Yeah.
I love the original.
But
I did love those cheesy 80s, 70s shows.
You know, be a cool the IP. You love this IP, Columbo. Columbo.
Yes.
And what's that one that he always bothers everybody?
That's Columbo.
Yeah, that's Columbo.
Columbo bothers everybody.
And it's always the rich guys.
Yes.
Rich people.
He went after taking the rich people down.
Yeah.
And he would bother them so much they just confess. It's just like, I don't want to see him.
Okay, I did it. Just get him out of here.
I just don't want to see him no more. But thanks you for that question.
I got one more.
What?
Macmillan and Wife.
Yeah, that was good too.
Well,
if you're gonna do that, you might say Rockford Files.
Rockford Files. Oh yeah, I like Rockford Files.
Okay, so now we're just in the 70s today.
Yes.
All right, thank you for that question.
Thank you for the question.
We went down memory lane.
Oh, we did. All right, so John Schwartz. Yeah. John Schwartz. Was that John Schwartz?
That's John.
John Schwartz from Twitter. He asked, and we're still on the IPs. He said, "What is one IP you wish would be adapted to a good board game?" For me, it's the Muppets. Looking at you, Presidio Hall, which is now Funko Games.
Oh gosh.
Yes. So we kind of said those in the last one.
Yeah, I think so. All of those would be good
just
games.
one. He says, "What about just one?"
Just one.
Just one. You wish would be adapted to a board game. Yeah.
I'm at a loss right now because there's so many that are going through my head that it's hard for me to say just one.
Yeah.
I don't know if I picked my favorite because I'm still trying to, go through this catalog of IPs because we've been around for a few decades.
Yes, we have.
So there are a lot of IPs.
I got one.
What's one?
Shaft.
Ooh.
Shaft.
Okay.
Can you handle it? Can they handle it? Can the designer handle bringing Shaft into the board game?
He's a take down crime in a board game.
I don't think y'all ready. Y'all ain't ready. Ain't ready.
Well, they did The Godfather. Why can't they do Shaft?
Yeah, do Shaft.
Yeah, you can do Shaft.
I would love to see Shaft.
I guess Shaft would be a good one.
Oh, man. He's something serious.
Yeah, I'm going to go with
Shut your mouth.
But I'm talking about Shaft.
That was good.
So you know that we can dig it.
Yeah, we can dig it.
All right, I'll go with you on Shaft. I'm not going to say one, but I'll go with you.
All right, so John, thank you for that. So that's all I got.
Okay, that's it.
That's all we got.
All right, everybody.
Hey, now we're going to go see Board&Dice is coming out with a cool Kickstarter, and Starla is going to let you know. Here we go.
This episode is brought to you in part by Board&Dice, publishers of La Granja Deluxe Master Set, currently on Kickstarter, now until February 11th. La Granja is an upgraded and expanded version of the 2014 game. In this competitive game, 1 to 4 players make decisions on how to best manage their small farms on Mallorca, Spain. La Granja is a great family game, so be sure to check it out now on Kickstarter. All right.
So this is our Celebration Black History segment. Don't fast forward through it. So
instead of board game news, we're going to do a tribute to Black history.
Yes. So we're on February 23rd, 2020. We were just getting this, OFPG started. We talked about in episode 6. We talked about Black history.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. And we discussed PLC's roles in the board gaming hobby, what they could do, and the lack of that. And we talked about a whole bunch of things.
Yes, we did.
So, it wasn't long. It was just 14 minutes.
It was a short episode. Because, back then in 2020, we were just starting out.
Episode 6.
Episode 6. And, we were just trying to give our opinions and also give homage to, Black history. Yes. Just so that people know that we really are serious about celebrating our culture and being a force in the board game hobby, because we want other people of color to enjoy these games.
And we talked about, we needed more representation.
Yes.
More representation like us, because you said that we came into it because we didn't see us, and I definitely can say in the 2 years since there have been more PLC content creators.
Yes.
Coming online.
Yes.
In the last 2 years. Now, I love seeing that.
We have seen I really think in the past 2 years, we've seen some great change.
Yes, we have.
We've seen change in more
not enough, though. Not enough.
But we've seen change in more content creators. Yeah. We've seen change in some of the board games.
Yes.
Publishers and designers are being more aware.
Yes.
Of the lack of color, and now they're adding color, which should have been there to begin with.
Yes.
But now they're actually conscious of it and adding color, because we're seeing more games with diversity.
Yes,
and inclusion of characters, and we love that.
People are thinking about it, and I think now it's coming down to bias. Where now it's a choice. We out there, we talking about it. A lot of people talking about it, so now it's based choice. Are you going to, include folk, or are you just not going to worry about it?
Because, in this country, very few people can live a life where they don't interact with other cultures and races.
That is so true.
Because almost everybody, you're either going to interact with another culture or race at your job, at a store, on a trip, when you go on vacation, when you're gonna see other people of color. There's just no communities that I can think of, unless it's some type of religious cult type thing where you're just one group. But if you're interacting with other people in the world, you're gonna interact with other races and colors.
And the other thing that we talked about is that you talked about designers. And we talked about Eric Lane.
Yes, we did.
Omari, Akil.
Yes.
And, Marcus Ross here in Omaha. But now we got others.
Yeah, because then those are the only ones we could think of and the only ones that we knew about. But now 2 years later, We've got new designers like
we got Fortessa.
Elise.
Yes, we got Fortessa.
Yes.
And she's on OFPG Voices.
Yes,
Just want to drop that.
Yes. And
giving some good wisdom.
She is.
Yes,
about game design and everything. And then we've got Jay Bell, who's got some new stuff coming out.
Some good things.
And then Eric Slauson.
Yeah, got two good games.
Yeah.
He loves party games. Mm-hmm. And he has some good games, Tattoo Stories and Monstrosity. So, he's doing some stuff.
So, we're so happy that in these 2 years that we've been in the hobby, creating content, that we are seeing positive change.
We're seeing some change.
We're pushing the needle
a little
to add
bit.
more people.
Philly, I got to say, we're getting there, but we got such a long way to go.
It's only been 2 years.
Yeah, it's a long way to go.
It's going to take time.
Yeah.
Change takes time.
It does.
Yes.
It does.
But the one thing you can always say about life, the one thing that's inevitable is change.
Yes.
We are changing every day, and you can grow if you want to, or you can stay stagnant, but you're gonna change.
Now, here's another thing that you talked about,
What?
and as games that you suggested that POCs, African Americans in particular that we were talking about, are still good for them.
Yes.
And and we want to see if that still holds up.
Well, we talked about games that we thought were a good suggestions.
Yes.
And so in our list from 2020, we had Splendor, Ticket to Ride, Codenames, Downforce, and Survive Escape from Atlantis.
Yes, and I had 2 honorable mentions of Point Salad and Century Spice Road.
Right.
So my question to you, my love, does that still hold up?
I don't think so.
It's others that can be included.
Well, in the 2 years that we've been out here, our gaming collection has more than doubled.
More than doubled.
So we've
I think it tripled.
Yes, it has. So we've had exposure to a lot more games.
Yes.
So today, if I had to recommend games that I thought Black Americans or African Americans, people of color, whatever the title we want to use, would like, I think this list would be different.
It would be a whole lot different.
I
think Splendor would stay.
Maybe.
I think Splendor would stay. I think Downforce would stay. But I think I would bring in Summer Camp. Summer Camp
was a good one to add to the list.
I'll bring in Summer Camp.
You know what? A game that I think is just great.
What is that?
That I think is so relaxing, and that's Kohaku.
Because
it's so pretty.
Yeah.
And it's so tranquil. I think people could really get behind that.
I think, Kohaku.
And it's not hard to learn. It's a tile placing game. I like Kohaku for people.
And I think, even though I think it's coming out this month actually, that's Dog Lover. I think Dog Lover. I don't think it's too complex, and I think some people could really like. I mean, people love dogs.
Yeah, and especially if you've got a Black family, with kids. I have to go with Rec Raiders.
Yeah,
because kids they understand water.
Even Fossilis.
Well, definitely Fossilis. But
I
love Fossilis.
Yeah.
But sometimes maybe with the little pieces, I don't know if that would be attractive. But Rec Raiders is colorful. It's got a really good theme that you can get behind, and I think families could gravitate towards that. I think last time we just thought about kind of games that we would like as adults.
Yes.
But since we've been in the hobby, I want to include families as well. So I'm thinking, especially people with smaller kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
and then just for for adults, African American adults. I mean, Skull King.
Oh, that's a good one. That can replace Splendor.
That could replace. No, I think it replaced Spades a little bit.
Well, I'm talking about from my phone.
Oh, from my phone, yeah.
Yeah, I would replace Splendor.
You would get rid of Splendor?
Well, I'm just saying if we wanted to progress in these past 2 years, I would update the list to add that and take Splendor off, maybe.
Okay, maybe, yeah.
It's just a thought.
Yeah.
Right now, we're doing this off the top of our head.
Yeah.
I know a lot of y'all watch us think this is scripted. We put down a format, but we kind of go off the top of our head.
We just talk. Like you guys are at the table with us. We just
having
talking.
a conversation.
We just talking.
We're having a conversation.
Yeah, we just talking. So I think that would be some of the changes that we would do.
But something that we haven't changed.
What is that?
Is our opinion on Freedom, the Underground Railroad.
Yes, we talked about that too.
That has not changed.
No, that has not. Not at all.
Not in our collection.
Not at all.
Won't be in our collection.
Never.
We just cannot take slavery and make it a game.
No, we cannot.
That was a horrible period in American history.
Yes.
And to minimize it and make it a game. And I know people out there saying, oh, I have it, it's educational. If you really want education, like my husband said earlier, watch a documentary.
Yes.
Read a book.
Yes.
But to sit here and take a group of people who were enslaved. They were not slaves. They were enslaved by other people.
Enslaved. Yeah,
enslaved means that they were put in captivity by force.
Yes.
They weren't born slaves.
No.
Our ancestors were not born slaves.
No.
They were enslaved.
Yes.
And to make that a game, to me, that's insulting, and I just don't see how you can play with that. It's just not funny. So again, no, not gonna be in our collection. That has not changed.
Now, the one thing I did want to add to that: what games, should what themes that should be done, to replace that and with African American or POC's input into that game.
I think we talked about this too. Maybe a game about Black Wall Street.
Yes.
Even though it was destroyed.
Yes.
Again, by the dominant culture, destroyed it. But when it was thriving, it was a beautiful place to be. Everyone, I've all the research and I've heard about it, and people who have talked about it from stories they've been told. It was a beautiful time for people to live, a beautiful place. So I would love to see that as a game.
I think Harlem Renaissance.
The Harlem Renaissance.
To be a person in Harlem during the Harlem Renaissance trying to run a club during that time.
That would be great.
I think that'd be good too. I think that'd be interesting to see someone, or or maybe becoming being a Black doctor. Trying to break into, the hospital system.
Especially from the 1930s and 40s when we were not accepted.
Exactly.
I think that'd be something interesting to do. And also, what about the Black cowboys?
That is... Because no one talks about
I know,
those.
because that's a culture, a time in our history that people overlook. They act like Black people were never cowboys. They were. And
that's why I always kind of knock on, Colossal Games with that great game, Western Legends. I mean, they only have four African Americans in there, and there was tons of us. I mean, just look at The Harder They Fall. And you'll know.
I was about to say that, and you kind of took it from me because that is an awesome Western, and Idris Elba just played a great character in that movie. So if you want to see Black people in Western roles in a modern take on it, check out Harder They Fall.
But what I was saying, family, is that, they had characters, even though those characters weren't their actual characters in history, they did have the names.
Correct.
In that movie, that it was like about 6 or 7, 8 of them.
Yeah, it was great.
It was a bunch of them.
I've watched it twice, and I'll probably watch it again.
She has watched it twice, y'all. Yeah. Yes, but just take those names and you can look at the real history. Google it, and you can look at the real history of those people and show that there's a bunch of legendary, African American characters in the West.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I just put out a post the other day, and I want us to wrap this up with this quote.
Yes.
I put out a post the other day that said, "In the age of information, ignorance is a choice."
Yes, it is.
So I'm going to leave that with you guys. Yes. And next up, we're going to the heart of the episode.
Let's go.
All right, we are in the heart of the episode.
Yes.
The attraction.
The attraction.
Now, before we get into the attraction, we've got to talk about something that we talked about last week.
Yes, we did.
We forgot a game.
Yes, we did.
On our list.
Yes, we did.
In our haste to get everything together. When we talked about games that are better than chess.
Yes.
A lot of people reminded us, you guys forgot this game, and that is Santorini.
Yes.
And all of you who reminded us, you are so right.
Yes.
We have it in our collection, and when we play it, it is a chess match for us.
And we love it.
And I don't know how we forgot it, but thank you for reminding us. And I know you guys mentioned a lot of other games. Those games we have not played yet. That's why we didn't have them on the list. But Santorini, that was an unforgivable forget.
Yes,
Unforgivable forget.
Yeah, unforgettable.
Unforgivable forget.
Yes.
I don't know if that's right, but anyway, we forgot it.
Yeah.
So now.
But the thing is that we used to play it without all the powers. Yes. We just did it with just
me and you.
No, just me and you. That's right. Just going up, just playing. Trying to get each other. To get.
And it's very chess-like. It is very chess-like.
And we didn't even want the powers. We said, man, forget the powers, because sometimes those powers are real. The god powers are really overpowering.
They are.
And you can just win in like a half a second.
Yeah. Santorini should have been on our list.
Yes, it
we just overlooked it.
We did.
I thank you guys again for reminding us. But yes, Santorini is better than chess.
And unfortunately, the new Santorini, we do have it, but it's on our shelf of shame. And yes, it's a shelf of shame because we should be playing.
It's not a shelf. It's a whole.
It's a
whole wall.
It's a whole wall.
It's a whole wall of shame.
It's a whole half a room.
We have too many games in
a half a room of shame. But we're gonna try to get to. We're gonna slog through them one of these days.
One day.
One of these days we're gonna slog through all of it.
When work is not a factor and we have more time, we're gonna get through these games.
But hopefully, I'm thinking, we're going to Dice Tower West. Maybe we can play some of them. We can play a lot of games. Yeah. So.
All right, let's get into the heart of this episode.
Yes.
The attraction.
The attraction. Yes.
So for me,
okay.
I'm gonna start off with the first thing that attracts me to the game.
Oh, here we go. I already know it.
I can tell you right now, every game that I have ever chosen, which I've only been a few, because Mik has picked at least 90% of our collection.
Yes.
But the little 10% that I have actually picked myself, it was the box.
Really?
The box.
Well, I thought you were saying the first one I think is cute.
But it's the box. Okay, when I saw Suburbia.
The first time. That
was the first game I picked myself.
Yeah, that is.
We were at a game store in Houston.
Yes.
We were looking through all these games. I don't know what I was looking for. And you were looking at stuff on one aisle, and I was on another aisle, and Grant was over at the comic books. And I saw this box with these people on it, with this retro 60s neighborhood type thing. And I said, oh man, I don't know what this game is about, but I want to try it. And so I took it over.
Didn't read what was going on with it. She just went on the box.
So I got the box and I showed it to Mik. And Mik said, you sure you want that?
You sure you want it?
He said, let me look at it. So he looks at it, he reads it.
Yeah.
He said, well, you might like this game. I said, I don't care. I like the box. I want it. We bought it.
And
I love it. Yeah.
We love
the box.
I love the second edition of it. The reprint, the reprint and upgrade of it. It's cool and all, but the box cover.
The box is horrible.
I don't think you would have picked it this time around.
If that had been the box in the store,
you would have picked it. But we love the game. We love the game.
So that's for me. The first thing is the box. So what about you?
Because go back to that. Their newest game, Megala's Metro, the box cover is pretty cool.
Oh, it is cool with the trains on it.
Yeah.
So again,
cool.
the box. If I'm looking for games, I'm not looking at BGG. I don't have my phone. We're just in a game store. You're at BGG. You're looking at research.
Yeah.
I just go looking at the colorfulness and all this stuff. So the first thing is the box. So all you artists out there, designers, make your box attractive.
Well, but then what explains Hansa Teutonica?
Well, we haven't got to that yet. That was mine in the box. So what's yours? What's the
mine is just hearing things on with all the content creators, just hearing things that's going on.
So you check out content creators.
I check out content creators, the news, board game news, to see what's happening. Yeah. And say, oh, that's a cool looking game, and I kind of look at it and see what's up. That's typically
what you do, because you'll find something. This content creator was talking about this, or I saw this on this show. Yeah. Let's look at this game, and I'm like, whatever. If you like it, that's fine.
And then I wait for you to, I say, hey, come check this out. So I try to look at it like,
So you like hearing content creators.
Yes, I do.
And I guess, that's why we're in this business.
Yeah, that's what
people listen to what we say.
Yes,
we try to give good advice. And we listen to what other people say. And a lot of times it's good advice.
Yes, it is.
Sometimes, but a lot of times it's really good.
It is. It is. So what's your next?
So the next thing that really gets me, that attracts me,
all right,
is the strategy.
Really?
Yes. So when you said Hansa Teutonica.
Yes.
We played that at a friend. I didn't even see the box. They had set it up on the table.
That was Kim Lucas.
Yeah. They set it up on the table.
Yes.
And first I was looking at it going, oh, what an ugly board.
It's an ugly board. It's an ugly game.
Yeah, I was like, how ugly? It's plain, a bunch of lines. It's not colorful.
No.
So it was nothing attractive about the board. Nothing attractive about the box.
No.
But we were at this little gaming day at our friend Kim's house. Mm-hmm. And so I was playing with you and some other people. And I was like, well, let me go ahead and give it a shot. I didn't want to be closed-minded. I wanted to try it out. So I got a chance to play it.
Yes.
And when I saw the strategy. I was hooked.
It's a great game. And
right after we played it, I told Mik, you got to find it. And Mik said, oh, it's out of print. I said, you got to find it. I need this game. So what I loved about Hansa Teutonica, there's no luck.
There's no luck. It's all on you.
There are no cards.
No cards.
There are no dice.
No.
There's no pick a marble. Or,
no. It's you and a bunch of cubes.
It's all about the choices you make.
Yes.
And will your choices be better than those of your opponents?
That's right.
And I love it.
Yes.
It is a strategy game. It will burn your brain.
Yes, it will.
If you've got some other competitive people playing with you. But it is so satisfying when you win. And
that's one of the kind of only ugly games that you really, really love.
Yes, when you win.
Because is that the one where you beat Chris at?
I did.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I love it. It was a fight to the end.
Yes, because Chris Chris is a good friend of ours from Houston, who's one of the I consider one of the best players around in board games. He is really, really good, and he always beats me up. I've only beat him one time, and that's in Terraforming Mars. But Starla, she would beat him a couple of times, and he did not like that. Yes. So he always went for her first to try to beat her, and you beat him at was that Hunter Teutonica?
Yeah. So when we played with Chris, it would be me and Chris fighting each other.
It wouldn't be me. I was blown out long before. It was just them two.
So for me, it's box art and it's strategy.
Yes.
Does that strategy and how the game works, the mechanics, does that pull me in?
Yeah.
And if it does, I'm hooked.
Yeah.
So what's your next one?
Is theme.
Yes.
I love theme. You know me, because I want to imagine, think about stuff. Yeah. So it's really theme to me. Now, Hunter don't have no theme whatsoever. No. A little bit, but the strategy, and that's one of my other strategies. But my other one is theme. I love theme.
Theme is good. Theme will pull me in too. I like theme.
Because like Star Wars, all the two Star Wars games I have, Imperial Assault and Outer Rim, love the themes to those, and that pulls me in. Yeah. Because I love that.
Then you got other themes, like Dune has a theme.
Dune has a theme. Doom Imperium, right back there. Yeah.
Dune Imperium
love
has
that.
a theme.
Love that it has a theme because I love that world.
That's true.
Yeah, I love that world. So yes. Yeah. So that's theme pulls me in.
So my next thing I love about a game that attracts me is the cuteness factor.
Has that cuteness. There we go.
If it's cute art, or cute little components.
Yeah.
Okay, so like all things big and small, all creatures big and small.
Yes.
They got the cute little animeeples. Yes. You got the sheepies and the horses.
The sheepies.
Yeah. And that's so cute. Yeah. So stuff like that, or like another one I love, Happy Pigs.
Basically, Happy Pigs is just on the cute factor.
It's all
just cute factor.
I fell in love with the little pink square kids, the big bug out eyes. So if it's cute to me, I'm hooked. I hope it's fun because I want it.
Quadropolis?
Oh, well, see, Quadropolis got me. That really wasn't so cute. It was the components. It was those translucent blue meeples are just so attractive. Yeah. You just want to touch them. And so when I saw them, I had to have the game.
So we bought that. Yes. That's when I get the green light off of cute. Off of cute.
I love cute.
Now what about, you also picked out, and going back to the box art, you picked out Istanbul.
I did.
That's not the cutest game. Cutest box cover.
No, but you're trying to mix cute in with why I picked the box art.
Yeah.
The box art doesn't have to be cute, but if it's colorful and interesting.
And Istanbul is
colorful and interesting.
That was it.
It's got this guy on the cover, and I know he's in some kind of bazaar or market, and I was like, I want to see what this is about. That was another game I picked based on the box.
On the box, that's another one you picked.
Yeah, it wasn't cute, but it was just interesting art, and I like that.
Yes. So, because I definitely I like Istanbul from that. Now, for me, I go to you about strategy. I love the strategy. That's another one. Yeah. The strategy of the game, the mechanics of the game. I love that because I think that's where we differ on Furnace, the brand new game Furnace, because I love the mechanisms in that game and how you build your engine build and building your tableau and stuff, but you are stuck on that theme. You don't like it has no theme.
No theme. So, I guess I'm lost on the box.
Yes.
Because they called it Furnace.
Yes.
And
it's the Industrial Revolution.
There's no theme to that. I mean, you're building some kind of engine. Yeah. I was when they said furnace, I really wanted to see
a furnace.
A furnace. Maybe you're making a furnace work or whatever. Yeah. I didn't get it. They could have called it go outside, or they could have called it trees. I don't know, but it could have been anything and still use the same mechanics to get the job done. Yeah. I think if they had called it trees, it would have been prettier.
It's the Industrial Revolution that they're trying to show.
They should have called it flowers or something.
Oh, Lord. But see, that's why I think we differ, because I like the mechanics of it, and that's what attracts me to that game is the mechanics. Yeah. And that's where I think we differ on that one.
So I think I went through the box art.
Yeah.
I like the cuteness factor. Yeah. I like the strategy. Yeah. And I'm like you, I like theme.
Yes.
And I think the last part, which actually kind of crosses over to cuteness, are the components.
Yeah.
But not also cute, quality components.
Quality components.
Because if you give me a game that's got nice wooden pieces or that chunky plastic stuff like they have in Azul or in Mandala Stones, I love the way they feel because I'm tactile. I want to touch stuff. Yes. I want it to feel good. But if you give me cheapy pieces, and I know you're going to be upset when I tell you that this is a cheap game, and that's Pan Am, I hate those little plastic planes.
Man, that was cool.
The game itself is okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sold on it, but they could have stepped up their game. They could have done wooden planes or something.
Wooden planes?
The
plastic planes are cool because they had to go through different eras. So they had to do, I mean.
And they could have done, that back in the day they used to have metal planes. When we were kids.
Metal, you know how much that is? They were trying to put in Target.
But when we were kids, you could get a metal plane at the airport. You could get the collector's plane from the different airlines. Because I had one of those. Well, remember those?
Yeah, but we got Grant. We got him. What was that? We were in Washington, Seattle. Yeah. We went to the Boeing Museum.
Yes.
And we got him the little plastic models. Yeah. That the 777 that he loved. He loved that model of the 777. Yeah. And it was plastic, but it was dressed up.
Quality plastic.
It was dressed up like a mug.
Yeah, it was quality plastic. It was quality.
But it was quality. So, but they were trying to make it inexpensive and put it in Target. If they do that, that thing would be about like $60.
And, and I understand that, but I'm just saying that's why I would never pick that game. Just those little falling over plastic planes. I just no. I am like, no.
Yes.
No, Pan Am lost me with the planes. They could have made them, they could have painted them up, made them look prettier. Yeah. Give them some kind of, I don't know, some kind of personality.
Yeah, they didn't give
and I know you probably say, oh, well, you love Great Heartland Hauling Company, and those little trucks don't have any,
but
designs on them.
To you.
But the trucks are cute.
The truckies.
The little truckies are so cute. So so components, that's another thing that's important to me. If you give me a game with good, solid components, and it's also got, a good play or whatever, I'm hooked.
And I think that goes for me to components. The real cool minis of some of my games.
That's why people love minis. They want good, solid components when they're playing a game.
Like the real quality minis for Unmatched. Unmatched got beautiful minis. I can't paint them, but they still look good though. They still look good. Yeah. So, but that's me too. Components.
Yeah. So that's it for me.
Yeah, that's it for me.
That's my list of things. I love box art.
Yeah.
I love strategy.
Yeah.
I have the cuteness factor.
Yeah.
I love quality components.
Yeah.
And theme.
And I think theme. Doing research, looking at different things. I do research and I look and see because I'll be in the. I'll be in the game store or somewhere else looking up BGG. I'll be looking at Board Game Geek, sound like, okay, what's up with that? And look and see what's going on.
I have to say, I don't research. I depend on you for research. Because you know what? There's a game out there right now I have done no research on. But I've asked you for it a couple of times.
It's Meadow.
And it's because I love the way the box looks.
Art looks.
I don't even know what that animal is on the front. I don't even know what it is.
It's Meadow. She just bothers me about Meadow. Yeah.
But I like the way it looks. And I told Mick I want that game.
Yes,
I just like the way the box looks.
Yes.
And so I don't know what that animal is. I don't know if it's a ferret or whatever, but I like it.
I don't know what it is.
I like Meadow. Meadow does something for me, so we're going to have to get that.
We're going to have to get that. We'll have to get that. Because we got so many. We're just going to add on to the collection.
I guess so.
We're going to add that into it. But, but that's me, research, theme, I guess, strategy and components and a little bit of, box art a little bit, but not much of that.
You don't have a cuteness factor?
No, I do not have a cuteness factor.
That's true. Some of your games are just not cute.
Because you come by some of my games, especially like Descent, Legends of the Dark, and you're like, oh my God, that's so ugly. I'm like, but it's a monster. It's a monster. It's supposed to be ugly.
Well, no, that's just an ugly monster.
Yeah.
Because I like Abyss.
Yeah, you do.
And those monsters are horrible.
Yeah,
I mean they are ugly.
They're not that bad. It's beautiful. It's beautiful art that kind of shows. It's a little bit more of an elaborate, animal from the deep that.
No, but I mean, what I'm saying, if you looked at it, they're scary looking.
Yeah, they are
scary. But when
scary.
you really look at the art, it's so beautifully done.
It is.
I mean, the quality of it is beautiful. The detail, the coloration, all of the shading.
Yes.
You love it, but they're ugly.
But it's a good gameplay too.
Oh, that's a good,
when you have good gameplay and looks good.
Oh yeah, Abyss is wonderful. Absolutely love it.
It's a really good one.
So those are things that it don't have to be always cute.
Yeah.
Because I fall for quality. I love to see what a designer and a publisher puts in the work, and don't just throw out something just to make money off of it. And you got cardboard, cheapy stuff. Put the work in, and then that'll be a classic. That's why the games that are classics.
Yes.
Are classics because there's quality to it.
And some of the more expensive games that are like chip theory games, they have too many bones. Love it. I mean, the quality is just out of this world, and it's beautiful, and I love that. And that attracts me.
That's not
you don't know. That's not her.
That's not
her.
me. No,
that's not her. But they are. but they put the money into that thing, and you got to pay that money to get it. But it's a beautiful, it's a beautiful game. Yeah.
So that's it for this episode.
That's it.
The attraction.
The attraction.
So I want you guys to think about, what is it? What are those things that attract you to a board game?
Into a board game.
That makes you say, it has to be part of my collection.
Yes.
I want to play it.
Yes.
I want to touch it. I want to own it.
Yes.
Or maybe you don't. What is it?
How you get that green light?
Yeah. What is it that says, I don't want that game?
Yes.
This is not for me. So think about that this week.
Okay, now, Starla, we got some news.
Yes, we do.
We got a little bit of news, our news.
Yes. So we want you guys not to forget that we will be at Dice Tower West.
Yes.
March 2nd to the 6th. So that's coming up real soon.
Yes.
And we're also going to be doing a panel discussion.
Yes.
It is Our Family Plays Games, talks about diversity and inclusion. And that will be on Friday?
Friday at 5 p.m.
So check out their schedule,
Yes.
Dice Tower West, and you'll be able to see that. Sign up. Quite a few of you have already signed up. We'd love to see the room filled. So come out and listen to what we have to say, and we're going to have some special guests.
Yes, now, family, I'm going to let you know, we might not be able to tape it. We're going to try, but please don't depend that we're going to tape it and put it out. So if you want to see that, come
to the show.
Yes, come.
Yes, and next we have a new contributor.
Yes.
Who will be starting with our OFPG Voices.
Yes.
Not this episode coming up, but she will be coming on February 23rd.
Yes.
And that is Amanda Panda.
Yes, the Panda herself from,
Yes, and she's gonna
from Twitch. She's the Twitch queen.
Yes, and she's gonna have her own segment called Panda Speak.
Yes.
So it's gonna be fun,
it's gonna
crazy,
be fun.
and wild.
I know Amanda Panda. She is wonderful, and we love her. So she's gonna bring in the fun, baby.
She is.
Yes.
So we don't know what the panda gonna say.
We don't know what she's gonna say, but we're gonna listen.
You gotta check it out.
We're gonna listen.
Yes, we have two new sponsors coming on board.
Yes.
And that is Modifius Entertainment.
Yes.
And also Rose Gauntlet Entertainment.
Yes. Two
so
new
they
ones.
are coming on board for OFPG Voices.
Yes, OFPG Voices. And we also still love and really want to thank, Calliope Games.
Yes.
And also Board&Dice,
Yes.
for sponsoring OFPG Voices too.
Yes,
so that's going to be 4 great contributors who really believe in marginalized
4
voices.
Great sponsors.
Yes, sponsors. What did I say?
You talking about contributors. We have 4 great sponsors who believe in supporting diversity in this hobby, and we appreciate it.
We really appreciate that. Because that really ties into, Black history.
It does.
And trying to just bring out these marginalized voices.
That's correct.
And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to, we always said that we talk the talk, but we also going to walk the walk.
That's right.
That's what we want to do.
That's
what
right.
we want to do. So, Starla, talk about that merch we got. What's that merch?
You know what? If you haven't gotten anything for Our Family Plays Games or for OFPG Voices, I don't know what you're waiting for.
Come on.
We've got shirts and sweatshirts and hoodies and cups and check out spring. Find something, support. We appreciate it.
Yes, we do.
But check out our merch.
Now, if you come to Dice Tower West, you better have a shirt now. Come on, have a shirt, family. Represent. Let's represent now. Let's do that. Now, Starla, where can they find OFPG in this social media crazy world?
Well, if you're looking for Our Family Plays Games, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, right here on YouTube.
Right here.
And if you're in Omaha, Nebraska,
that's local.
You can find us on Cox Channel 22. Saturdays at 8:30 p.m. And Tuesdays at 4:30 p.m.
Oh, yeah, family. Now, we thank you for seeing another episode with us and hanging through and just hearing us talk and all that stuff. We love talking back to you. So please keep rolling in the questions for Ask OFPG and also just in the comments. Let's just talk about it, y'all. We all one big OFPG family. But hey, like we always say, family, be safe and always know we love you.
Bye, everybody.